Hello and welcome to your full body yoga stretch and strengthening class to advance your practice. Today's class is a bit challenging, so make sure to modify to your own needs. Begin at the top of your mat in mountain pose, ground through the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your arms up, slight back bend, and exhale, dive your hands down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands on the mat and step back into plank. Exhale to chaturanga or lower the knees. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. Inhale to tippy toes. Exhale, heels towards the earth. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise up to mountain pose. Hands up. And exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, arms overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands on the mat and jump or step back into plank. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck your toes, make your way into downward facing dog. Now start to walk out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Relax your neck and walk your hands a little closer. Come into a twist, bringing your right hand to the left ankle and look over your left armpit. Breathe. Changing sides. Left hand to right ankle. Looking through your right armpit. Keep those hips square. Back into downward facing dog. And now inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step it in between your hands. Inhale, come into your warrior two. Strong warrior. Now straighten that front knee, but not all the way. And come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Heel aligned to arch. Arms in one straight line. Now shift your weight into the right foot and come into your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana pose. Challenging the balance here. Kick that left foot as if you're kicking an imaginary wall. And then gently, with control, see if you can step back into warrior two. Inhale, arms up, straighten the leg. Exhale, into the lunge. Inhale, up. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, Trikonasana, arms up. Exhale, lunge. For 4. And then come into high lunge. And arms to the ground. See if you can do chaturanga with that right leg lifted. Inhale to cobra and exhale into downward facing dog. Shake it out, breathe. And now inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, square hips. Exhale, step it in between your hands, turn your back foot to 45 degrees and come into warrior two. Feel strong and grounded. Now, straighten that front leg, but make a micro bend in the knee. Shorten your stance if needed and come into Trikonasana triangle pose. Look up towards the sky if that's okay on your neck. Breathe. Ujjayi breath. Now shift your weight into the left foot and make your way into Ardha Chandrasana half moon. Flex that back leg. All the muscles in the legs are strong. This will help keep your balance. And then when you're ready with control, step back into warrior two. And inhale, arms up, straighten that leg. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, arms up, straight leg. Exhale, lunge for 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Then come into high lunge, turning the back foot, and step back into plank with the left leg lifted if you can on your chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Do some heel lifts and come onto your forearms for dolphin pose and dolphin push-ups. Inhale, bring your chin forward, and exhale back into dolphin, straightening out the shoulders. This is a great workout for the shoulders and the best exercise for prepping for headstand or pincha pose. Inhale, bring your chin forward, and exhale back into dolphin. I know this is pretty tough, so do as many as you can, take a break, and then come back into it. Back into dolphin pose. Now step your legs about 1 foot back and come into your forearm plank. Hold, breathe, one straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. Don't let those hips drop. You know your core is on fire. You can do this. Don't forget to breathe. And exhale, release. Come into your Sphinx pose, resting on your forearms, shoulders relaxed. You can close your eyes here if that feels good. Stretch out those abs. Breathe. And back into that plank. Come onto forearm plank on your right side. Remember, you can always lower the bottom leg, lower the bottom knee if needed, or bring your top leg forward. One straight line. Do not compromise form. Breathe. Level the hips, bringing the left hip forward. And then switch sides, coming onto the left forearm. Right arm reaches up to the sky. One straight line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Lift those hips high. And remember, you can modify here if needed by bringing the left knee down. Breathe, strengthening those oblique muscles. And come back to forearm plank. And all the way down into Sphinx pose. Maybe even seal pose for a deeper stretch by bringing the hands forward. And then come all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands by your sides and lift up for Shalabhasana, locust. Lift, 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 lift your chest, lift your legs off the mat. Stretch in opposite directions as if someone's pulling you from the crown of your head and from your toes. And release. Good job. Now bring your arms in front of you and again, lift up. Squeeze everything in the back of your body. This is a great entire back body strengthening pose. And release. Make a little pillow with your hands, rest, bend your knees, and windshield wipe your legs side to side to release any tension in the lower back. Then inhale to cobra, and exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. Let it all go. Then walk to the top of your mat into forward fold, maybe rock side to side, knees bent. And inhale, vertebra by vertebra, come into mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Now turn to the wide edge of your mat and step wider than your hips. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, and exhale, come into your wide-legged forward bend. Bring your hands to the mat if they reach, and if it's within your practice, you can come into tripod headstand here, only if it's within your practice. Don't want you to fall into the pool. I know I was afraid to. Don't forget to breathe and place weight on your hands and shoulders and not that much on your head. Release if you were in tripod headstand. Shake it out. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips halfway. Exhale, stand all the way up. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, little back bend, and exhale, come forward again. This time, really getting a deep stretch in those shoulders and your upper back. Squeeze your inner thighs together as if you were holding a beach ball in between your legs, and shift that weight into the palms of your feet, not your heels. Inhale, slowly come back up. Come into goddess pose, turning your feet out and bring your right elbow above your left. Interlacing your arms for eagle arms. Now lift your right heel off, then lift your left heel off the mat, right heel, left heel, and then both heels at the same time. Hold and come lower. Do little pulses, sink as low as you can, and release. Straighten those legs. Now cross the right elbow over the left or the opposite side. Sink low with your hips. And again, lift the right heel, lift the left heel, knees over the ankle, right heel, left heel, and both heels off the mat. You are so strong. Release, but don't release goddess pose yet. Sink as low as you can. And then straighten your legs. Well done. Good work. Now hop those feet together or step them together. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into plank and chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Now bring your knees down to the floor. Come into wide-legged extended child's pose. Breathe deeply. Let your breathing normalize. Let your body relax. With each exhale, release tension and sink into the mat. Maybe you bend your elbows and bring your hands into prayer behind your neck for a little tricep stretch. And now make your way into seated forward split. So bringing your legs as wide as they go. Flex those feet, and maybe here you already feel a nice stretch, or maybe come onto your forearms. Don't forget to breathe. And bend from your hips, not your lumbar spine. Deep healing breaths. Maybe rock side to side or just stay stagnant. And as you let your body release and relax, maybe you can go a little deeper. And slowly walk your hands up and come into a side stretch, either reaching right hand to right foot, or if you're more flexible, you can try to reach the left hand to the right foot. Getting a nice stretch in that side body. Inhale, arms to center, and bring it to the other side. Remember, it never matters how deep you get into a stretch as long as you feel the benefits. You feel something. It should never hurt. If it hurts, definitely back out of it. Breathe. Inhale back to center. Bring your legs together, shake them out. Come to the front of your mat, bend your left knee, bring it on the mat, and place your right foot on the outer edge of your left thigh. Hook your left elbow around the right knee and bring your right hand behind you to support you, looking back over the right shoulder. Breathe, inhale as you extend the spine, and exhale, twist. Inhale back to center and change the crossing of the legs. Right leg on the mat, left foot steps on the outer edge of the right thigh, left arm comes behind you, and right elbow hugs the left knee. Inhale, extend through the crown of your head, and exhale, twist, release. Come back to center and lay down onto your back with your knees bent. Come into your bridge pose. Hands by your sides. Lift your hips to the sky and interlace your fingers underneath your back if that is within your practice. Then come down, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And maybe rock side to side if that feels good. Letting go of any tension in those hips. And extend your left leg onto the floor, right knee into the chest, and bring it across for that spinal twist. Belly button looking up at the sky, shoulder blades grounded. Take the deepest breath of your day. Back to center. Now extend your right leg and hug your left knee into your chest, rock it side to side, and then bring it across for spinal twist on the other side. Again, take the biggest breath of your day. Let it all go. Preparing for Shavasana, come back to center. Extend both legs out in front of you, a little wider than the hips. Bring your arms by your sides, a little wider than the legs. Close your eyes, tuck your shoulder blades under. Let your entire body relax. Breathing in and out through your nose. Relax your jaw. Relax your forehead. Let your entire body relax. Quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana. Inhale, take a deep breath into your chest and exhale out through the mouth. Now bring your hands overhead and give yourself a big stretch. Bend your knees and roll over onto your more open side, pausing for a moment in fetal position. Thank yourself for showing up and practicing. And then come into a comfortable seat in the center of your mat. Notice how you're feeling. Let's take one deep breath together, arms up as you inhale, exhale, hands to heart, and bow down to your heart. Thank yourself for taking the time out of your day to do something good for your mind, body, and well-being. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please let me know how it went in the comments section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the little notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. As always, I thank you so much for practicing with me, and I wish you an amazing rest of your day. See you soon.